Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Unversed podcast. Today we're going to be talking about Grant's trip to the motherland, Nipple Town. That's right, Japan.
Mm-hmm. Second time this time.
And you were there for
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
That's 7 more days than my last trip.
So, how was it?
It was good. It was fun. Tokyo? Not really. The first week was okay in Tokyo. I stayed with a friend for free in a town called Katsushika. And in the beginning, he was showing me all these, really cool places I've never been to in Tokyo. Katsushika is a small, it's part of Tokyo, but it's, kind of outside. It takes, 30 minutes by train to go, in, the heart of downtown.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, he was showing me all these places. I'm like, oh, cool, this is awesome, this is cool, this is great. And especially new places to eat. Then the next couple days, the later half of the first week, started showing me the same places. I'm like, whoa, okay, can we go somewhere else? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay. Can't say no to you. Note to self, if you ever stay with a friend, make sure it's not an older Japanese dude, because they're very strict. And you can't say no to them. I was afraid of being kicked out.
So you'd have to commit Sudoku.
Exactly, yeah. I met another one of his friends, and he really likes cars and Evangelion. And he found out that I liked Evangelion also, so he gave me a lot of Evangelion gifts. I'm talking I had to send a package back full of all this Eva stuff, this weeb stuff.
Do you have your package? Or is it still on the way?
It's on the way. It's gonna take a month or two.
Jesus.
Yeah, 'cause I sent it by ship. I could have sent it by plane. Yeah. It would have gone here quicker, but it would have been more expensive.
Mm.
So, the package was 20 kilograms, which is around 43, 45 pounds. And that was $100 by ship. 10,000 yen. But, in my opinion, that's actually not that bad. Something that big would cost a couple hundred here to send.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, it was okay, but I saw the boy Masa, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have a friend, Masa.
Yeah.
Who lives out there.
And, it was cool to see him. And after my, first week in Tokyo, I went to, Hiroshima. It was my first time going. And it was really beautiful.
Even after the
even after, yeah.
The bomb,
Even my friend came up, he made a messed up joke. He's just like, dude, Hiroshima, the town was so beautiful. It just blew me away.
Oh, man, too soon.
Yeah, 80 years too soon. 60, 70. But yeah, Hiroshima was really beautiful. And then, you go to the dome building, and you just look at it, and it's kind of sad. But then you realize, they kept it. They were originally going to tear it down in the 60s and 70s, but the people were just like, no, keep it as a reminder. And I'm like, wow, okay. It was pretty sad. But it was, other than that, it was really beautiful. The people were nice. The okonomiyaki is the best in Hiroshima. Highly recommend you have it. They got soba style and they got udon style. Thin noodle, thick noodle. Go with the thick noodle.
Boy.
Yeah. Osaka has its own okonomiyaki style. Tokyo does. Hiroshima, though, is the number one. It's the best style. Because I think Osaka style, Osaka has more cabbage. And Tokyo does a mix of both.
Okay.
Tokyo and Hiroshima. But Hiroshima, oh my god. And then while I was in Hiroshima, I went to the castle, the dome, of course. I went to the Peace Museum. Not talks to you, it shows you, you go in there and shows you what happened during the bombing and whatnot, before and after. And then it tries to spread you this, message of peace. It shows you in the museum too, here's a regular glass bottle, and then here's a glass bottle that was that you could feel both bottles. And the other one was, here's a bottle after the bombing. I'm like, wow, okay. So you could actually, touch some stuff, too. Here's a roof tile that was burned during the bombing.
You gotta get a little radiation in your blood.
Exactly. But, there's no radiation in Hiroshima, that's the thing. It's not Chernobyl.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, but like, yeah, the day I went, it was really busy. A lot of, school kids were there. Oh, well, what else? The second day I went to Miyajima, which is, not in Japan, but in Hiroshima. Miyajima is that little, like, island that you can go to, and it has that big gate in the middle of the water.
Oh, yeah.
That a lot of people take aesthetic photos of.
The staple.
Yeah, the staple. That was really beautiful. I hiked up a mountain. I had to grind for that view.
You grinded for that view.
Yeah. I remember I was uploading a photo on Facebook. I'm like, is grinded a word? I don't think it is. And then my Australian friend next to me is just like, I had to grind. I'm like, yeah, I've been speaking broken English this entire time. Miyajima was really beautiful, though. Like, just hiking up the mountain. The only thing that sucked, though, was like... So, like, when you were to hike up a regular mountain, you know, it's just mostly slope and dirt.
Yeah.
Here, it's steps. There's actual steps to it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it gets you more tired, but, like... I think for every, like, 30, 50 steps, there's a little, like, flat area... Okay. Where you can just stand for for like a minute or two, rest, and go back up. And luckily they had like a lot of resting areas too. And on the way up to the top, there were signs saying, be careful, there's like actual like venomous snakes that will bite you. So if you see one, just like back up before you get smacked up.
They're all wearing J's, bro. You gotta be careful.
Exactly. I met a lot of new people in this trip too. Like in Hiroshima, I met this really cool German guy. I met 3 Australian dudes, a really nice Swiss woman, and
you met a lot of non-Japanese people.
Exactly, yeah. And I met some Japanese people too. The hostel I stayed in Hiroshima, like, was so friendly and nice. Like, the staff knew, like, really good English too. But they were, like, they were so casual, they made you feel like family. And they had, like, a little mini bar, too.
Okay.
And what was cool was that, say if you go out for the day, and you come back at night, let's say around 7, 8 p.m., they'll be like, welcome back. You get a free welcome drink every night.
Oh.
1 free welcome drink every night. And it can be a beer, it can be a highball, it can be a plum wine. What else can it be? I think, like, another mixed cocktail, too. Then after that, you have to pay, but it's like $4 or $5. It's amazing. But yeah, Miyajima was pretty. They had deer on the island, too, that you could pet. There's a lot of signs that said, don't pet and feed the deer. Everyone did that. Japanese weird-looking dogs.
Yeah, those are some weird dogs, man.
I know, they're huge. They're really big. And then, my last day there... I just hanged out with, the Australian people, cause I met them on Miyajima, and he said, let's go for a beer tomorrow, there's a ramen expo. And, the ticket was like $15, $20, but when you buy your ticket, they give you this voucher, and you said, here's a voucher for a free bowl of ramen. And they had around like 8 stalls, and you can try ramen from different parts of Japan. Like, here's ramen made in Hokkaido, here's ramen made from Kyushu. I tried ramen from Fukushima, so the radiation was definitely there.
Uh-huh.
And then but it was really cool though. You pay for your ticket, you get a voucher. It's not like here, like, okay, pay for your ticket, you want the food, yeah, that's extra. And then at the end of that little, like, ramen expo, they have this booth where you try a sample of Japanese gum, mm-hmm. and it changes color depending on what your teeth are like how it's stained and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then, you spit it out, you look at the color, and they give you this little, like, circle sticker and say, okay, here's the colors, here are the numbers, put your little circle to what color the gum is, and then they give you a free pack of gum, like a big pack.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I got a free pack of gum. And then my last day, I took a train I took the bullet train from Hiroshima to Fukuoka. Then I went to Nagasaki from there. That was Nagasaki. Bless
Excuse
you.
me, thank you.
Yeah. That was my first time going to Nagasaki and Kyushu. That was really fun. The German guy came with me too. And what happened was in Hiroshima, I told him, I'm going to Nagasaki tomorrow. And he said, I'm going to be in... No, the first day I was there in Hiroshima, he said, I'm only here for today. Then I'm going to Fukuoka for a couple days. And I said, okay, cool. I'm going to be in Nagasaki after Hiroshima. And he said, I have a couple free days. What hostel are you staying at? I told him the hostel. And he said, okay, let me look online. He was very lucky because they had one more booking.
Uh-huh.
And he said, okay, I'll come with you to Nagasaki if that's cool. I'm like, oh, definitely. So he got the last booking, but he made a mistake. He booked a female-only dorm.
Oh.
Yeah. But the staff said, hey, it's okay. What we'll do is, so the mixed dorms, all the beds are taken, but we'll give you a futon, and you can sleep in the same room.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, oh, okay, that's nice. And then they said the next day there's going to be a free bed available, so you'll definitely have a bed. I'm like, oh, wow, that's really nice of the hostel. So the day I arrive in Kyushu, we go to an onsen. And that was really nice. But just the thing is, a tip about onsen, it's like climbing a mountain. Just don't look down.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You gotta break that barrier because it's a big cultural difference. I think I talked about that last Japan episode. Like, it doesn't matter if you're naked or not, you're there to relax.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, once you get past that, it's really comfortable. You can't go to an onsen.
I cannot, no.
You can go to a sento, though.
Yeah.
Sentos in Tokyo will allow tattoos.
Yep.
But yeah, the onsen was really beautiful because, the outside area, you just get this beautiful view of downtown Nagasaki, just like, the lights were just really radiant.
Okay.
Think about
Radiant,
it.
huh?
Yeah. The food was bomb.
The food was bomb.
The champon. I'm sorry.
It was a burning sensation to be there.
I'm so sorry. I had to let that out.
Memes aside, though.
Yeah, Nagasaki was really nice. It was beach weather, too, so it was like 60, 70 degrees. It wasn't too hot. Let's see, what else about Nagasaki? Oh, on the way to Nagasaki, like, going from Fukuoka, like, down there to, like, the Kyushu area, flat. Just flat. I was surprised. Lots of flat land. Some mountains, but mostly flat. It's because it's where they, Kyushu is known for its Wagyu beef, which is like the second best beef in Japan. First is Kobe.
Yeah, that's expensive though.
Yeah, it's very expensive. That's why people get Wagyu instead. Okay. Wagyu beef is really good. But when I was in the second day in Nagasaki, I went to the Peace Park and the Peace Museum there. The Peace Park is a bit smaller, but it has this big-ass, like, statue. It's like the same color as the Statue of Liberty. It's going, like... You can't really see what I'm doing right now.
It looks like a Bloodborne pose.
Yeah, it looks like the make contact pose. Like, you're making a left or right angle. But the elbow's a little bit bent when it's pointing up. Then I went to the Hypo Center, actually. And that was sad. Because that Hypo Center is ground zero.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to the Peace Museum. I said, I wonder what the difference is between this one and the Hiroshima one. And man, is that one dark in Nagasaki.
Jesus.
Like, that one actually makes you feel sad and makes you feel bad of being an American. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, this was only like 60 years ago.
I wasn't there.
Like, it was just really sad because the Hiroshima one, it was giving you all these facts. It showed you documents too with like Roosevelt and Winston Churchill. Here, like, the Nagasaki one shows like photos of like dead bodies in the background and
Jesus.
Like there's a photo of like shadows burnt into the wall because of the bombing. I'm like, this is grim. And then on the in the inside of the museum, like they have this big like it's just like a statue, and you can go to the side to see the inside of the Fat Man, the nuke that hit Nagasaki.
Yeah. Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, that's one thing. They don't say bless you in Japan, so like it was so tempted to say bless you. I'm like, don't do it.
Hey, they don't say anything, huh?
No, they don't say
That's
anything.
right.
And when they sneeze, they go into their shoulder like that. They don't use their shirt. Yeah, that was grim. Then, well, we did a lot that day. We went to the Peace Park, Peace Museum. We went to Meganbashi Bridge, if that's how you say it. Meganebashi or whatever. It's called Spectacle Bridge because it looks like a pair of glasses.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be like a European style, and they have like a whole row of them. So that was really nice. Then we went to Nagasaki Chinatown. And Nagasaki is known for its champon, which is like a noodle soup with like Chinese origins, but it's really good. Thing is, though, I didn't find out until later that you can get champon anywhere in Japan, but like Nagasaki, it tastes different. And we went to Dejima also. Dejima used to be this little port town that the Dutch went to trade with the Japanese when Japan was isolated. So it was a bit historical right there. So I like that. My German friend was just like, no, this is so goddamn boring. I'm like, I'm sorry. And where else did we go that night? So I think he got tired. And then later on that night... No, that was the next day. I'll go into that. But yeah, that's what I did for my first full day in Nagasaki. The second day, my German friend said, there's this place that they recommended me in Hiroshima. It's called Unzen. And Unzen's a volcano.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you sent me that picture.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It smelled badly of sulfur.
That's not healthy.
No, I know. I mean, the steam, that wasn't sulfur. That was a steam.
Okay.
But the sulfur smelled so bad. Like, I couldn't... Oh, my God. It really smelled like rotten eggs.
Ugh.
So my friend's just like, oh, yeah, let's go to Unzen. I said, okay. We take a train from Nagasaki to a little local town called Isahaya. Like, that's where you get no subtitles.
Okay.
And then we took a bus. You have to take a bus from Isahaya to Unzen because there's no train that goes to Unzen, to the little mountain town. So yeah, we go to Unzen. The place is called Unzen Jigoku, which means Unzen Hell.
Right.
We walk around, just look at the scenery, and we're like, oh wow, this is beautiful, but it smells so badly, like I've said before. So he recommended that we go to an onsen, so like an Unzen onsen. And we went to it. But what's funny was on the way there, we actually had to hike around this like forest way. So we're like, man, I have to walk along the path of tranquility. I'm pulling the Zenyatta right now. And we get to the onsen, and I really liked it because it was more natural, because it's like heated from the volcano next to it.
It's like a natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An actual natural onsen. You could say the same for Nagasaki also.
Were there any of those baboons just chilling?
That's in the North Island.
Oh.
That's in Hokkaido, yeah. I wish though, that'd be cool. Yeah, Unzen was really local, but it was really nice. We just went to that onsen, we looked around, that's it. But I got a bottle of shochu from there. From what I've heard online, the best place to buy shochu is the Kyushu Island, so I got really lucky. Shochu is Japanese vodka.
Oh, okay.
It's like 20-25%.
That's not a lot.
Yeah. Regular vodka's 40. Oh. But I got Baiju also. That's Chinese vodka. That's 56%. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And you don't take shots of it, you sip it.
Mm.
Yeah, Unzen was really nice, even though we were there for a short time. Because the last bus was at like 6, and we got there at like 2 o'clock. So, like, we got to the onsen at, like, 4. We stayed there for an hour. We walked back and we made it just in time. But yeah, we got to Nagasaki. And then my German friends was like, I'm tired, I'm pooped out. I'm gonna go to bed early. I said, okay. So what I did was, I went to the top of the mountain next to Nagasaki called Inasayama, and I got this beautiful view. Just this incredible view of all of Nagasaki. Like, it's considered $1 million view. That Hong Kong and that one French, I think Monaco, that one French town where that F1 Formula racing is. Remember Cars 2?
Yeah, Cars 2, yeah.
Yeah. There. Those 3 towns are considered like $1 million views at night. And I can see why. Nagasaki was just so beautiful. And then my last day there in Nagasaki, my German friend and I, we just went to, like, the train station. I told him, I'm gonna be going to Kyoto again. I'm gonna see some friends. And he's just like, okay. And he was going back to Tokyo. We took the same train, but I missed the next train leaving Fukuoka to Kyoto, so I said, okay, I'll just walk around Fukuoka a bit. My biggest regret this time was not staying in Fukuoka, because, or technically the town is called Hakata, but everyone calls it Fukuoka. That place is known for its pork ramen. It's supposed to smell bad, but it tastes amazing. Yeah. I had it, and it was actually very good. But I had it at Ichiran, though, so I wasn't too sure. But yeah, next time when I go, I do want to go to Fukuoka and Hokkaido. So, so I just walked around Fukuoka a bit, ate ramen. I took the train to Kyoto. I saw some more of my friends. Saw my boy Junya, saw my boy Taka. And what else? So, the first night I was in Kyoto, I just ate with Junya. It was a good time. He still misses In-N-Out.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I met with my friend Taka. And I told him, hey, I would like to go to Nara. And that's where all the weird Japanese dogs, like, hang out. So we went to Nara, and there was a lot of deer. Like, you can actually pet them and feed them. They sell, like, deer snacks that you can eat too, and the paper's edible also.
Okay.
But they taste bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? That video, it's like, this owner was trying to figure out which dog food tasted better to give his dog, and they're like, they both taste like shit.
Yeah. Oh, man. It was like brown sugar, brown flour and something. But, like, in the beginning, it's like, oh, cool, so many deer. There's a lot of deer. That's so awesome. And then you're like, you get tired of it. It's like, oh, I'm tired of seeing this deer. I'm tired on stepping on deer poop and whatnot.
Yeah.
It was fun, though. Nara has a lot of big-ass temples. Like, 7 of them.
Wow, that's a lot.
I think 7 or 9. Like,
Jeez.
These things are huge. The first one we went to was a temple called Todaiji Temple, and the literal translation is East Big Temple. So, like, that's the literal, like, English translation. So if you read Todaiji Temple, it's just East Big Temple. But they don't say it because of, like, the foreigners, so they just pronounce it by the name. We went in there, and it was really big. There was a big-ass Buddha statue, and next to it was a big golden Buddha statue. And then to the left and right are these, like, sculptures of like, Japanese gods.
Uh-huh. I
didn't know who they were, but my friend Taka gave me, like, the best explanation. He's just like, do you know Pokemon? I was like, yeah. You know the Big Four? The Elite Four? Yeah. That's one of them. Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, Japan, I swear, dude.
I know. But, like, one of them was really cool. He seriously looked like Akuma from
From Street Fighter?
From Street Fighter. and like he was holding like a paper and a brush, and he was like stomping on a demon's head.
Jesus.
That was like metal. And we went to these other temples. I forget the name of them. But yeah, Taka showed me around. Nara was really beautiful, but there were too many tourists. There were so many tourists. Oh man, Nara's a really touristy town, and I can understand why. What's funny too is like after like you go through all these temples and you go in the city to like buy gifts and whatnot, there's like a lot of places that sell deer meat, venison.
Did you try it?
No, I didn't try it.
Oh man.
I've had venison before, and I kind of don't like it. But I think it was because it was like raw, so I need to have it cooked. So hopefully Arby's brings that burger back.
No, it is back.
It is the venison?
It's been back.
Like, forever? I thought it was back for like 1 day only.
Was it 1 day only?
I thought it was 1 day only.
Oh. I didn't know that. I thought it was like a holiday thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
What's cool though is like towns like that have like merchandise that you can buy only there.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, I saw this and I wanted to get it, but I'm like, I'm gonna get a bottle of sake for my dad. They had this thing where it was like, oh, One Piece in Nara, and you see Chopper feeding deer and like a Luffy petting them. It was like a towel, like small poster thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have that for other towns too, like One Piece in Osaka. And they also have their own little mascot, which is like a cute little chibi deer. I think it's called Rikumaru. I can't remember it. But I just got sake for my dad. Made in Nara. It was like $15 a bottle, which was really good. Yeah, Nara was fun. And then at the end of the night, Takahiro took me to a place called Donguri, which each table has like a little mini teppon area, and you can order like okonomiyaki, yakisoba. They have nomi hodai also, all you can drink for $20.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but he said like, oh, I'm paying for all your food. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, like you're rarely here, so it's a treat. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. And I give him a gift too. What was I going to say? So yeah, the next day, I went to a place called Fushimi Inari, which is in Kyoto. It's that one place where it's like over 1,000 of those orange gates, and you can like climb a mountain.
Oh, okay.
So I did that. I went through this little bamboo forest area also. It was really fun. Like, when you get to the top of the mountain, it's just another shrine, and then that's it. You climb down, but when you climb down though, you get this really beautiful view of Kyoto, and you can even see Osaka in the back. I'm like, yeah, so it was a really good view. But it was during the day. I'm like, if this was during night, it would have been beautiful. Because that whole temple, that whole pathway is open 24 hours.
Is it?
Yeah, so you can go there at night to take some aesthetic photos.
Oh, nice. You sent me some of those, right?
Not the...
There or no?
I sent you the pagoda one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a different one. I went to the Gion district this time, and that's where all the geishas are. Oh, man. The women there were beautiful. They were really nice. Yeah, I went there and I went to Tenkaippin again, which is like a chain ramen restaurant, like Ichiran. That was really good. What else? And then I went to that pagoda, because I'm like, I need to get some aesthetic photos. So I went there at night again.
Nice.
I sent you the photos too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh dude, like, you got to go to Japan for the aesthetics. That's like the big reason why. Yeah, Kyoto was good. It was really good again. The only thing though is that every time I go to Kyoto, it's so goddamn cold. At night, it got to like 40 degrees. So I had to sleep.
Man, that sounds nice though.
It was nice. And so, yeah, after Kyoto, I originally was going to go back to Tokyo. Then last minute, I decided, I want to go to Osaka for 1 day.
Ah, yes.
It was a last minute thing. The hostel I stayed at was like, it was a hostel and a bar. And, owned by a French guy. Really nice, really relaxing. And so I'm meeting all these other people that are traveling around the world. Met a guy from Connecticut who lived in Japan, who's living in Japan because he works for Boeing. So they sent him here. Him and his wife was from Newfoundland. I met this Irishman, and of course he was drunk. Yeah. It was funny because like the Irish guy and the woman from Newfoundland were having an argument about how do you say immigrate. And he's just like, emigrate, and she's just like, immigrate. And I'm like, oh my god, fucking Irish. But he was really cool, though. He was a game journalist, so we talked about games, and he's just like...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
He said, I'm sorry, I don't like Nier Automata. I'm like, it's understandable. He's just like, I really like the new Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. I'm like, wow, okay. He told me he was gonna... I forget his name. I didn't get his card. But he said that...
It's that Nintendo money.
I know, yeah.
Well, what is it? Whenever they review Nintendo games, they always get bonus points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, with Doom.
Yeah, with Doom, it's the same fucking game with low res, and it's better than the freaking PS3 or PS4, Xbox One.
Yeah.
Versions. Like, really?
No. Probably because it's more mobile, I guess. But, like, what was cool about Osaka, even though it was for one day, I was on the subway, like, going to my hostel, and I looked up, and they have, like small little advertisements hanging on the roof, and it said, oh, Full Metal Alchemist art exhibition in Osaka ends at 6 o'clock. And I'm like, it's 1 o'clock. I'm going to go to my hostel right now, check in, and I'm going to tell them, hey, like, yeah, show me around, please. I'm going to put my stuff away, and I'm going straight to where this art exhibition is.
Yeah.
So I went, and it was really cool. You couldn't take that many photos because when you go inside, it's mostly just like panels and artwork, like original pieces from the manga itself. Like actually hand-drawn.
Nice.
Yeah. That was really nice. And then I bought like $100 worth of Full Metal Alchemist stuff for me. I even got a t-shirt that barely fits. Large is like a small, medium here.
Yeah, I think they go 2 sizes down.
Yeah.
Or 1 size down compared to here.
So like I want to wear that shirt, but I'm like, I gotta lose more weight, water weight too. But that was like where that art exhibition was located.
Yeah.
It was located at the Trade Center on a separate island next to Osaka.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. Like the metal one? The metal island or whatever it is?
Not, that's Odaiba in Tokyo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it was like an actual like island, and you had to take like a train to get there. It took an hour. I'm like, where? It was just in this like business building. I'm like, what the hell? Why here?
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, but it was cool though. Looked at the ocean, and I'm like, LA's that way. And then after that, I went back to the hostel, dropped off my stuff, had a bit to drink. Then I went to downtown Osaka. I've said it once, I'll say it again. Osaka is the Los Angeles of Japan.
As those Joji said in
Yeah.
his vlogs, and that's why I want to go.
Yeah. Highly recommend it. We have Little Tokyo in Los Angeles. They have Little America in Osaka. It's really cool. People don't give a rat's ass. Like, people in Osaka are so different from people in New York. I mean, Tokyo. Well, same thing.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like when you're walking around in, like, Tokyo, there's so many people. People go like this. They go left, right, left, right. They go around you to avoid you. And, like, I got bumped into a lot in Osaka, and it's because people just go straight. That's it.
Yeah, they're thugs, man.
Yeah. Not only that, but, like, people in Tokyo, they will wait. Like, they will be patient when they're crossing the road. Left, right, like, they'll wait till it turns green. People in Osaka, no car, fuck it. They just go. And the little thing I noticed, too, so, I think I said this before, Tokyo, when you're going on the escalator, they're a bit like wider.
Yeah.
You stay on the left side if you're just staying still, and if you're on a rush, if you're in a rush, you run up the right side.
Okay.
Osaka, the complete opposite. And Kyoto, too. Stay on the right side if you're just standing, and then walk up fast the left side. Now, when you go to the Shin Osaka station, that's where, like, the bullet train station is. That's where, like, worlds collide, and people are, like... the escalators are all messed up because of that. Oh, man. Osaka was amazing. Even though it was one day, I was happy I got to stay there. I love Osaka a lot, like, the most. In my opinion, like, Osaka has, like, the best lifestyle, and Tokyo, in my opinion, has, like, the best nightlife and the best shopping. Because it's, like, one of the biggest towns in the world.
Right.
Or cities, I mean. But, like, even Osaka, like, people have their own dialect.
How was the dialect?
The slang?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, for example, here, I wrote down some dialect. Not so bland in Japan.
What you didn't go to.
I know. Couldn't find it. Alright, so Osaka dialect. Thank you is okini. You know, like, when people say really? Like, majde? Majde?
Majde?
Yeah. In Osaka, it's honmani.
Honmani?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. And then very regular Japanese is totemo. Osaka, it's mecha. And then, you know, hayaku, like hurry up?
Yeah.
Osaka, it's hayosenka.
Okay.
And you know, omoshiroi, like interesting?
Yeah.
They shorten it to omoroi.
Oh, man. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. So that was interesting. Because when I was at the bar, there was a person, Japanese guy from Osaka, he came to this bar, which was like, you know, mostly European, American.
Mm-hmm.
And he, how can I say? He learned English from them. Like, he would listen to what they say, he would talk with them. He was by himself, so I said, he looks lonely, let me go ahead and talk to him. So he taught me a bunch of that Osaka dialect, and I said, thank you, that's gonna help a lot. But you don't speak Osaka dialect if you're outside of Osaka, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and, one thing I learned, too, they have I don't know the actual full word itself, but it's another shortened word. It's called ikoka. That means, okay, let's go. Like if you're done, like, eating.
Ikoka?
Ikoka. Yeah. That's straight up Osaka slang. But yeah, Osaka was like, again, one day my most favorite place. Then I went back to Tokyo, and I told my friend in Tokyo, who I stayed with in Katsushika, like, hey, I'm staying with another friend for 2 nights. He asked me, I said, okay. It was my only chance to get away from him for a bit. So I stayed with my friend in Setagaya, like West Tokyo, and like a town called Komai.
Yeah.
Or Komoe or something. And that town was very peaceful and quiet. It was nice. My friend has he's from Osaka also. He's a teppon chef.
Yeah.
And, I go into his house. He lived in the US before I worked with him. At my work for a month. You go into his area, his place, and he has all of these Nike shoes and basketball jerseys because he's really into basketball. So you would get along with them.
Yeah, that's got some good stuff right there.
Yeah. And he said hey, I'm gonna be at work, here's a key. I'll let you explore, do whatever you want. Your last day at my place, just put the mailbox in the key in the mailbox. I said okay. And he said also too oh, let's when I get off of work, meet me at Roppongi at 11:30 p.m. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. So So, like, my first day back, hanged out with the boy Masa.
Was it Saturday?
Yeah, it was a Saturday.
Because Saturdays are for the boys.
Yep. We had, like, a tempura bowl with rice. It was, like, $3 or $4. It was really good. Now, what's funny, too, the place was called Tenpa, and the price was 390 yen. San hyaku.
Okay.
No, or shortened it, sankyu. Thank you price. That's what they called it.
Okay.
So we ate there. He took me to Roppongi, and man, Roppongi gets lit. Holy shit. There were a bunch of foreigners there getting drunk, and you will see like a couple of like Japanese people drunk on the streets just lying down with like their head down.
How many of them were businessmen?
3. Oh, dude, it was funny. And then, like, people left them alone, and it's, like, perfectly okay to be like that in Japan. Public drinking's, like, 100% legal. So, like, you can, like, drink a beer on the train, and no one will say anything. But it's considered trashy, though. But if you're a foreigner, like, go ham. I did that in Nagasaki. I got a strong 0, which is, like, the 4 Loko of Japan.
Oh.
And I started, like, drinking in the street with my friend. And the cop just looks at me. He's like, oh, konbanwa. Good evening. I'm like, oh, good evening. Great.
It's like Vegas.
Yeah. Only the strip you can drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, let's see. Yeah, Roppongi gets lit. Oh, my God. And then the next day, I, hanged out with Masa again. I said, hey, let's go to Ikebukuro. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, dude, thank you. I like Durarara, so let's go there.
The weeb's kicking in.
Exactly, the weeb's kicking in. And so we went to Ikebukuro. And he's been there before, so I said, oh, please show me around. I've never been here. So we go to this street called Sunshine Street, which is like the biggest street there. And like, it's got like really good nightlife, a lot of buildings. Then we just randomly found out, oh, there's this thing called J-World. It's like a small amusement park at this mall, like an inside amusement park.
Yeah, for Shonen Jump.
Yeah, it was really fun. And like, the day I arrived was when they brought Yu Yu Hakusho there. But it was just showing like panels, and you can like take photos of like the cardboard cutouts and whatnot. We go in there, it was really fun. The One Piece area was fun too. Playing all the mini games with Chopper. You want to know what one of them was?
Which one?
The first one I failed immediately. You go in this room, and there's this little line you have to balance yourself on, and then it's supposed to be a mini game with Law. And you have to balance yourself on that little, like, line.
Uh-huh.
And, if you don't, you fail. So I failed. Well, I don't have a good balance. Masa failed also.
Damn.
But I passed some of them. The One Piece area was fun. We did the Dragon Ball area too, and you get like not a scouter. You get the Dragon Ball locator. And you could play like mini games and shit.
Nice.
Yeah, that was fun. Let's see, and then we ate again. The J-World. What else about the J-World? They had like food themed from like certain animes. My favorite one was you can get French fry, the Gintama one. You get French fries and it comes with a bottle of mayonnaise because of Hijikata.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was great. You could get Dongo and you could put mayonnaise on there. I'm like, you gotta be serious. You can't be serious. Oh, man.
It's for the meme.
I know.
The manga memes,
The
dude.
manga memes. So yeah, then we ate again. And then I went back to Roppongi to visit my friend again. And then I only stayed with him 2 nights, but I had a great time. Then the next day, Miguel, eat your heart out. Went to Odaiba again, to the Gundam area. I didn't go to the museum this time. I didn't know where it was exactly, but I went to the store and goddamn did they upgrade. Gunpla everywhere.
Jeez.
Everywhere. Then I saw the new Gundam, the Unicorn Gundam. That was amazing.
Yeah, because they just built it a couple months ago.
September, yeah.
Yeah.
So they had like a light show for it also. And that was like really cool. I recorded like a 5-minute video, and before I came over here, it took me 2.5 hours to upload because I recorded it in 4K. It's like 5 minutes, but it's worth it.
You're crazy, man.
I know. That's why I was at Starbucks. The internet's better there, but it still took me 2 hours. It would have taken me the whole day at home. That was fun. And what's really cool too, I got this like Gundam shot glass, but in order to buy that, you have to buy this like food set. It's like a small sandwich, and you get this. Oh
shit.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
You can pick like these 3 types of soda. So I picked the white one, and it's called Unicorn Soda. I'm like, oh, okay. And it was just Culpis and Ramune, and I'm like, oh, this is still really good though.
Oh.
But yeah, the even though it was for a short time, Odaiba was really good. Again.
Nice.
Yeah, even though I don't really watch Gundam that much also, I still like it, and I thought the Gundam Unicorn was amazing. The light show too. What else? The next couple days, pretty much the same. Going out to eat with that friend who made me feel like a hostage. And then I asked him, hey, like, my brother wants me to get some CDs for him in Japan. Like, the Japanese versions of, like, Coldplay and Radiohead. Because, like, they have bonus tracks.
Okay.
Yeah, like, Japanese bonus tracks. So he said, okay. We go there, and his friend's there, too. I find the CDs for him, and his friend says, oh, wait a minute, there's another store I want to show you. So he takes me to this, you know those popular, like, bomber jackets with the patterns? The official name is called Sukajan? Skajan?
Yeah, the jackets that delinquents wear in delinquent mangas.
The English name is called, like, souvenir jackets, but yeah, exactly. Just, you know, those type of bomber jackets. He showed me a place to get some for a very good price with a lot of beautiful designs. Because I know the only place that has them here is LA, and there's only like 3 or 4 designs. You got USA, Los Angeles, and Japan ones. So 2 of them were on sale. The one I'm wearing right now was like $25. The second one I got, it's like all black, silver, and it has like dragons on it. Like covering all of the back. It was $70. And then I saw a very beautiful Evangelion Skajan. It was EVA Unit 1, like holding and crushing a dragon with like sakura petals around it for $300. And I said, I'm gonna get that one. So I got it. And that's for me.
Crazy, man.
I know, $300. I'm like, I'm happy. This is for me.
Yeah, those custom jackets are crazy expensive.
The Godzilla one was more expensive.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. No, the Ace one that you saw, that was $500.
God damn.
Yeah. And of course, Adam was just like, dude, like, I'll pay you back. I'm like, I don't have that much money. Oh, man. And then, yeah, my second to last night, I saw Masa one more time. And, you know, we had to do it to him.
Had to do it to him.
Had to do it to him, yeah. So it was good to see him again. We had kushiage. That was good. Like deep fried anything on a stick. That was delicious, though. And, yeah, my last day in Japan. Woke up, got ready. We had something called katsudon.
Katsudon, yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. Because you know oyakudon, right?
Yeah.
Like that, but with pork.
Mm.
So we had that, miso. That was my last Japanese meal. And they took me to Narita Airport. I was so worried about my luggage being over like 32 kilograms because that was the limit. But they had a scale and it was way under that. I'm like, oh, thank God. I actually threw away some clothes too and gave them away too to my friend's friend, and he really liked it that I gave him the clothes. He even wore one of my flannels. I'm like, oh, you can have it. That was like $10 at Costco. That helped a lot. But yeah, that was my trip to Japan. I got on the airplane. I got a couple last minute gifts at duty free, like tea, lots of tea. But yeah, that was my trip to Japan. I had a great second time outside of Tokyo. I mean, it was good to see Masa again. Some places of Tokyo I like, but the friend who I stayed with, I'm not even gonna say his name. Like, older Japanese dudes are more strict and you can't say no to them. So when they give you a lot of, like, useless gifts, you can't say no. He gave me clothes, like, oh yeah, wear this jacket. It was really big. It took up most of my backpack. And it looked, like, really old. So I said, oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll definitely wear it in Kyoto. Like, wink, wink. Like, I'll wear it. Yeah. And I just, I went up to one of the staff in Nagasaki. I'm like, hey, I have this jacket. It's taking up too much room. I haven't worn it. My friend gave it to me, but is there a place to donate clothes? And she said, oh, I have an idea. Like, I can give it to someone working here. They can have it. I said, okay. Gave it to one of the workers, and he was just like, wow, thank you. I really like this jacket. I'm like, oh, one person's trash is another person's treasure. So there you go, man. Yeah. You want to know what was in the package? I have no use for it if you want it.
Oh, what is it, Grant?
That Gran Turismo steering wheel.
Oh, yeah, you're telling me about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His friend gave that to me. I'm like, I don't have a PS3. That's great, but, like, I don't like driving games that much other than, like, Burnout sometimes. Maybe Forza every now and then, but, I'm like, thank you. I can't say no. He even guilt-tripped me, too. He's just like, oh, this is my friend's feelings towards you. Now you have to give him a gift back. So, what I'm going to do, because this friend really likes cars, like, he's like...
Cars 3? Blu-ray?
Yeah. Maybe, actually. That's a good idea. I will definitely give him and his friend gifts, but that's going to be my last package, and I'm not going to talk to him after that.
Damn.
Yeah. I should have stayed in a hostel in Tokyo this time, but, yeah, Tokyo was okay. Hanging out with Masa was, like, the best parts of Tokyo, and my other friend, too, the Teppan chef.
Right.
But the thing is, though, I will admit, though, some of the places that my older friend took me to was really cool. He took me to this Chinese restaurant a lot, though it was, like, family-owned, and they were really nice. They knew fluent Japanese, too. The family really liked me, the Chinese family, and so they gave me an omiyage, a gift, and it's this Chinese alcohol. It's not the baijiu.
Uh-huh.
I bought baijiu, and that's 56%. That's strong. I even had it before with my friend Kaz, and oh my god. Like, it's so strong. It's good, but I'm just like, how do Chinese people drink this? God damn. I think we had it hot? I don't know. But then they gave me this other free gift. It was more alcohol, but it looks like it's in this, like, Chinese pot. Like, yeah. Kind of shaped like an urn, you can say, but it's 15%.
Okay.
And so what they told me was, when you have it, put brown sugar in there, and then when you drink it, chase it with the lemon. I'm like, oh, okay.
Did you try that?
I haven't actually opened it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What I'm going to do tonight, actually, is I'm going to go to a friend's place, and we're going to have that shochu from Kyushu that I got. The Japanese vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So...
You got any questions, or...?
So you're saying Tokyo's overrated, or...?
If it's your first time going, I will say definitely stay in Tokyo. It is a bit overrated, but it's like the first city you're gonna stay in, so definitely like, how can I say? because I've been there twice now.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you kind of get tired of Tokyo, but the first time it's like, oh my god, everything is like big but small. But then when you go the second time, you're like, even though going to new places, the buildings are like small. It's a concrete jungle. Kind of looks the same. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention too. I think my second or third day there, I went to Yoyogi Park.
Yoyogi Park.
It's next to Harajuku.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like the Yoyogi Park is basically Japan's version of Central Park of New York.
Okay.
It's really big. There's a lot of families there, and it relates to this too. The reason why alcohol is like the reason why you can drink it anywhere in the country and not get arrested, like public drinking, is because they have when the sakura trees bloom in like April. I forget the name of it in Japanese, but what people do for tradition is they have picnics under the trees and they get drunk with the sake. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot in like slice of life mangas and stuff. They always go there.
Yeah, that's an actual thing that they do. I'm like, I want to do that. It was kind of cold and it was super windy, but it was fun. I made a lot of new friends too. And it was like my sensei, my teacher here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you met him. He said like, oh, do this meetup in Tokyo at Yoyogi. I said, okay. And it was kind of like an exchange thing where like, oh, we talk English, they teach me a bit of Japanese. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And like, oh yeah, they said like, oh, bring drinks, Coca-Cola. I brought Maker's Mark, because you can buy like the small bottles for like $10 at the convenience store.
That's great.
Yeah. Bottles of Hennessy were $10, flask size.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's
I'm like, dude, this would so get stolen back home. But yeah, like that was Yoyogi Park was fun too. But yeah, I could first time it's not overrated because you're seeing new things. I like Japan more outside of Tokyo, if that makes sense.
outside of Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyoto's got its temples. Osaka's got its food. Hiroshima's got its nature, you could say, and Miyajima included. Nagasaki's got its, like, port town life, you could say. Unzen's got a fucking volcano. Any more questions, or?
Are you gonna go back?
Possibly, yeah.
And, are you gonna go anywhere different?
Yeah, I want to go up north.
Up north, okay.
Like the Hokkaido island
Yeah.
area.
Okay.
I actually looked up tickets again, like, starting... I looked them up a couple days ago, and I said, oh, how much are tickets for the cherry blossom season?
That's expensive, huh?
Round trip, 3 weeks is $700.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Google Flights.
What the hell?
Yeah. I'll show you after.
And that's in April, you said, right?
Yeah, like late March, early April.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's Easter? I don't know.
That too. But, like, from what I've heard, the weather's really comfortable. What's odd, too, was, the weather. So when I got there, it was around, like, 68. I even got to, like, the mid-70s also. So, like, how it is right now.
Yeah.
Then when I got to, like, a week or two later, bam, just dropped to 40.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And also, like, when I came back to Tokyo, I just see, like, Christmas lights everywhere. I'm like, oh yeah, they don't have Thanksgiving.
No, why would they?
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas is big there, too.
Oh, yeah. It's a working holiday, though.
If anime's told me anything.
Yep.
Mm.
Any more questions, or?
How much anime did you see out there?
How much anime?
Yeah.
Oh, on TV, I only saw like 5 minutes of this one weird anime. I can't even describe it because it was so brief. Other than that, though, like Japanese TV, like game shows are like the best. They're so like how can I say? They're so over the top. And there's this really, really popular program that goes on all year long. It's these two, like, guys, and they go up to people at Narita, and they ask, and the program is called, Why Do You Come to Japan?
Okay.
So it's just a bunch of foreigners, and they ask them, oh, hey, where'd you come to Japan? They tell them the reason. Oh, cool. Can we record you for a TV show? Sometimes they say yes. My two favorite ones were, this one dude that played on the Japanese basketball team called the Ibaraki Robots.
Okay.
And his mom was visiting Japan for the first time. And, he knew, like, fluent Japanese. The basketball team, like, because he was really good, his house and his rent and his utilities was all paid for.
Nice.
Yeah, in Ibaraki, which is, like, a bit more northeast of, like, Tokyo. Like, east-northeast. What else? The second one was this German guy, and the reason why he came to Japan was because, you ever see the photo of those, like, little tiny, like, cut-up hot dogs and they're shaped into, like, octopuses?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying to find the place that sold them, and he found it. It was in Shibuya.
Oh.
He had to ask, like, so many people. Oh, I thought you were going to sneeze.
No.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, I rarely saw any anime, actually.
Outside of Tokyo, I'm assuming, right?
Inside of Tokyo.
Inside Tokyo, you didn't see that much?
Well, I actually did, yeah. Like advertisements and whatnot. I thought you were talking about TV.
Oh, well, not just TV, but like, because, anime is very big over there.
Yeah. There was a Shonen Jump store in Hiroshima, actually, that had a big cardboard cutout of, Kenshiro.
Okay.
They had a lot of cool JoJo stuff, too. Like, they had, like, Part 8, like, wallpapers that you can buy that are the size of this, like, Robotech thing.
Yeah.
And they came in those, like, those cardboard, like, tubes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Those were big. And you can buy, like, cool one-piece shirts also. Foreigner size. Like the one I sent you. That green one.
What green one?
Like, sent you a photo of...
Oh, yeah. My bad, yeah. That's right.
There's a lot of My Hero Academia stuff there, too.
Okay, it's so hot right now.
Yeah, it is. That made me happy. I didn't really see anything like that in Nagasaki. You don't really see stuff like that. Tokyo, though, Osomatsu stuff everywhere.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I told Masa, like, hey, Osomatsu's really popular in the US now with the women. He's just like, yeah, same here.
Same here, yeah.
In Japan, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, right on, man. 3 weeks in Japan.
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Crazy stuff.
And hey, this is an hour compared to 2.5 hours.
Yeah, sorry, last time, yeah. I do recommend, Grant, you should still watch,
Terrace House?
Terrace House, yeah.
I know, I need to.
Because watching Terrace House, for me, was just like, okay, I'm starting to understand the Japanese people more.
Yeah.
And it's like, more so less than touring, I just want to do that. Mm-hmm. Just do Terrace House, just live there for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Drink whiskey all the time. Japanese whiskey. It's good, but it's not that strong.
They drink a lot, dude.
They do. But they're weaker, though. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they can only drink, like, once, and then they're like, yep, Asian glow. They just turn red. Whiskey highball, though, is, like, my most favorite goddamn drink. I love it.
Oh, you had some out there?
I had a lot. I drank every other day, which is bad. I had a couple days of rest and whatnot. Because when I arrived, I got food poisoning, which sucked.
That sucks.
Yeah, but, alcohol is so cheap in Japan. Like, a regular beer, not on happy hour, can be like $4? 400 yen?
Uh-huh.
Like a tall one, too. $4 or $5. One thing they were promoting that was new was the Asahi Super Dry, Super Cold. So I tried it, and it's just really cold, which is like, it just tastes a little better. The only thing, though, is that, like, they only have 4 types of beer. I mean, you can get, like, other beer, but it's, like, hard to find.
Yeah.
But the main 4 is Sapporo, Kirin, Asahi, and Ebisu.
Yeah, the main shit.
The main shit, yeah. sake you can just get like, it's like whiskey here. Like we have more selection of whiskey here in the US and they have like more selection of sake over there.
I think that makes sense.
And shochu, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could definitely get Jack Daniels. So like a regular like a regular bottle like here's like $15.
Like 16, 17.
It's like $21-22 over there.
Damn.
Yeah. And they don't have Honey Jack. But the bar I went to, my hostel bar in Osaka, had Honey Jack. So I asked them for a Honey Jack at home. I'm like, I miss this.
Yeah, Honey Jack's great.
Yeah.
So any final thoughts? Any tips, advice to these viewers at home?
When you go to Japan, like, definitely do see Tokyo, but Tokyo is not Japan. Explore all of it. Go to Kyoto, go to Osaka, go to Kobe, if you want to go farther, go to Hiroshima, or if you want to go the opposite way, go to Sapporo, because that's supposed to be, like, really nice in, like, the spring. But don't go in winter, because it snows and it's, like, minus.
But that's where I want to go.
Yeah. You want to go up north. You want to chill with the bamboos in the hot spring.
Yeah.
I mean the
baboons.
The baboons, yeah.
Well, alrighty then, guys. That is the episode.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, any questions to Grant about Japan, remember you can always email us at unversedpodcast@gmail.com. And you can follow us on social media, Unversed Podcast, anywhere you go. And you've been posting these on
My Facebook, yeah.
Just on your Facebook?
Yeah, I can post them on. I can post them on the Instagram too.
Yeah, so we'll have posts on there
Mm-hmm.
to for you to check out. And that is all, guys. And as always, we will talk to you next time.
Mata ne.
Man, we lost so many this year, and the year is only halfway over with. From celebrities to family, either way I'm so over it. I lost my grandfather also, may he rest in peace. Then I got my other two grandmothers, and they'll be the next deceased. But I'm just focused on the good times, man, all the good memories, escaping the cold through the sunshine, and keeping all this good energy. So tell your loved ones you love them, but do it while they're still breathing, cause one day they'll be gone, and you ain't even know that they were leaving. But gotta know they're in a better place, getting a taste of life thought they never taste. Bunch of angels looking down, if you don't think you're blessed, better look around. So we must never forget the ones who had our backs, so forever we rep. Gotta keep it going, that's the way it'll be. So for all the ones we lost, show R.I.P. Come on.
The days turn lonely, the nights turn dark. The cold winds blow and extinguish the spark. Wish we were together, but although we're apart, you're never too far, cause you're always in my heart. Sayonara. Gene Wilder taught me to imagine. Prince taught me musicianship and fashion. Kenny Baker defied his limitations. Pat Summitt smashed expectations. Jerry Heller might not have been the greatest cat, but without him we wouldn't have gangster rap. What can I say about Ali? How many cats would risk it all just for our beliefs? Gordie Howe taught me to compete. The Shorty Fife Dog, one of my favorite MCs. Death's like looking at life in a strange mirror. Got your mind doing tricks like Dave Mirror. Comes around timely, clockwork. Harper Lee taught us how to kill a mockingbird. Get money, leave the beef alone slowly. Life's too short, be fearless like Chloe. Eddie Russell taught me to survive in extreme conditions and somehow not hold a grudge. Time is promised to no man, so while they still here, gotta show them love. My Walker, Kira, K Black, I love y'all forever, this remains fact. My heroes, my teachers, my leaders, I'm no good with goodbyes, so I'ma say see ya. The days turn lonely, the nights turn dark. The cold winds blow and extinguish the spark. Wish we were together, but although we're apart, you're never too far, cause you're always in my heart. The days turn lonely, the nights turn dark. The cold winds blow and extinguish the spark. Wish we were together, but although we're apart, you're never too far, cause you're always in my heart.
But Grandpa was a boxer up in Panama. Always say, give it a try like nothing's wrong. Cause in the end, you can always say he did something. Cause you would be a step ahead for those who did nothing. Life flies by, you ask why with no answer. So my mind was a weapon like Green Lantern. Never forgot that, and yeah, that mattered. It's a concept to me that I have not mastered. Always told to be strong in my beliefs. Don't bite your tongue,
and every grinding teeth. And when you talk, be proud the word that you speak. Don't be mad, cause the life is bittersweet. These are words that my grandpa always said to me. Close to grandma, the similarities. Even with cancer is the final word that she breathed. Never ever lost faith in humanity.